And moving on now, worried by the unabated spate of extrajudicial killings in Nigeria, some civil society groups want President Muhammadu Buhari, the Inspector General of Police and Chief of Defense Staff to take appropriate actions. Justin Akadonye reports that the CSOs demand that errant policemen be dealt with. His report.
What explains the increase in extrajudicial killings and disproportionate use of force by the police in Nigeria? What can be done about it? These are some of the questions the civil society groups and lawyers seek answers to at this hall. The Network on Police Reforms in Nigeria says government should ensure prompt and impartial investigation by an independent body. They say the police do not necessarily have to be disarmed but trained on the use of force.
And the high time we call those in authority, we call those in the National Assembly, we call our president to raise up to his responsibility. Actually, that's the primary role of any leader. If you cannot protect the life of your people, if you cannot protect your country from consistent killing, and those people, other persons that are actually even killing Nigerians, you are freeing them. If you are failing in your rights or what you should do to protect the lives of citizens of the country, just like I said earlier, those persons should just resign. Let those that are capable and competent enough and know they have the will to actually lead and take care of the rights of the people and respect them, and then ensure that the rights of the people are being protected.
Monitor the actions of overzealous policemen to checkmate them, and at the same time make sure that all those who are perpetrators are brought to book so that it will act as a deterrent.
Reeling out some cases of extrajudicial killings in recent times, they recommend that the President and the National Assembly should live up to the requirements of making laws and protection of lives and property. The legal framework against extrajudicial killings in Nigeria also takes center stage.
Of course, the laws are enough. We have a lot of legal instruments on ground. But I think the main issue or the problem has always been trying to follow the cases to a logical conclusion. And on that note, we have always been, appealing that there should be a wonderful, strong enforcement mechanism that will pave way for effective implementation of the law.
When you report a particular case, how do they handle it? How do they respond to you reporting that particular case? And then even the firearms, you hear a lot of them, even from them saying accidental discharge. Do we hear this in developed countries? That means to a particular extent, they were not properly trained. And if somebody passes through a particular school, a training school, and then at the end of it, they should be able to reflect what he has been taught.
To provide succor, the CSO said the dependents of victims of extrajudicial execution should be entitled to fair and adequate redress by the state. As they proffer solutions to gruesome killings by supposed protectors of life, they say some of the questions can only be answered if there is proper training on the use of firearms. Justin Akadonye, Galaxy News, Lagos.